I don't know. Welcome to We Are Soccer. My God, we're a third of the way through the World Cup. I'm kind of sad that we're a third of the way through and it's almost over. Ah, well, let's get going. We got a lot to get to. We're going to talk about the national treasure of soccer. The U.S. soccer's national treasure. We're going to talk about that. We're talking about that along with that phenomenal game up in Seattle yesterday, or 2 days ago, excuse me, U.S. men's national team versus Australia. We got a lot to get to today with all of that. Who's going through, what impressed you, what hasn't impressed you so far in this World Cup. So much to get to. Are you ready, folks? Are you ready? Let's go. Let's jump in.
What? And I'm going to give you one opportunity because we're friends.
Winner! Who gives a shit about where the ball's been?
Yeah, F him. They went from loving this guy, best move ever, to hating him.
I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world.
I love it because it tells you how the game was played.
There's nowhere for him to go. Literally, I think there's one place.
You can't do that in the national team. Do I look kidding?
He does things that are absolutely insane.
Successful and sexy? No. It wasn't aggravating at times? Yes.
Sorry,
That's not very fair.
It's not about being fair.
Welcome to the greatest soccer show ever.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. As a good friend of mine once said, hey, as long as you're showing up, you're doing a good job. So, legends, the fathers out there, if you're showing up, good job. Welcome to We Are Soccer. We got a hell of a show tonight. We got the boys. We got everybody here. We got Nate. We got Luke. We got Brooks. Myself. We got a little bit of everything going on tonight, guys. Do me a huge favor. Put some comments down below. Brooks is going to be picking out the good ones, and he's going to be reading them out loud. All right, why don't we start out with that U.S. men's national team game 2 days ago up in Seattle against Australia. Christian Pulisic, we found out about an hour and a half before the game he was going to be out, not taking part at all. I got a little worried because, in my opinion, he's the one who was leading the charge in game one against Paraguay, 4-1 win. I was worried for nothing. There was no need to be worried. I mean, he was incredible.
Coward.
Huh?
You're a coward.
I am a coward.
I wasn't worried.
I wasn't worried.
Me neither.
That man is the leading force of this team, in my opinion.
Your opinion's wrong. Luke,
Okay.
were you worried?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, well, okay.
It was.
You-
It's like a cake without a cherry on.
Well, you two ladies can wet your little panties. Where
You mean a Sunday without a cherry on top?
A cake sundae with no cherry on top. Cake good, sundae good, cherry amazing. And
Ah.
It just makes everything better,
It does.
right?
I'm gonna defend my Ohioan Cincinnati brother-in over here.
Mhm.
Cakes do also have cherries.
Okay. I guess it depends on the type of cake, right?
Hey, boys, big shout out to Dog and Pony Show Brewing. We're drinking their beer, so big shout out to them.
It's
all right,
delicious.
It's not chocolate milk tonight.
definitely, we got Brooks on the sauce tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet Jesus!
So if
off the rails.
anybody who's watching along with us, do us a favor. Make sure you're drinking something good.
EX Gunner burner account's gonna have some
Yeah.
interesting comments.
All right.
Oh,
Nate,
yeah. He already said hi, by the way. So I
Hey.
told him hi.
Why? Why were you not worried? Christian Pulisic, in my opinion, is the driving force of this U.S. men's national team.
That's fine. You can be wrong, but that's cool.
You weren't worried beforehand?
No, I was not. I really wasn't. No, seriously, I wasn't. I mean, are we better with him? Yes. Is there a player that's as good as him in that position? No. But I also think we have a various array of really good players that are actually playing for this game. I'd be more worried if Tyler Adams was out, to be honest.
That's the one.
I don't think we have a
Okay.
replacement for Tyler Adams. I don't think we have a replacement for Jedi Robinson. I do think we have one or two guys that could do the job that Pulisic does. Maybe not as good entirely, but they could fill the role. And hey, I was right. I was right.
They
So-
definitely filled the role. It wasn't okay. Let's be very honest though. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't a pretty game. You knew that Australia were going to come in and dirty this thing up. They were going to sit back and try to grind it out, just like they did against Turkey, right? They sit back, they try to grind it out, break out, score some goals, and I think the goal the USA scored, the own goal, another own goal. By the way, he's the leading goal scorer in the World Cup with 8. OG. I think that unsettled Australia. And then they were like, well, shit, we got to come out and play here. And it didn't work.
So they went with two strikers.
Mhm.
Bellingham cut out left,
Yep.
went inside.
Yep.
And honestly, yeah, it was an own goal. But if that guy didn't try to make a
Oh,
play,
Pepe
Pepe's
was-
scoring.
Oh,
and that,
yeah, well, no.
so it was a tremendous effort, tremendous goal. And I liked how Pochettino said, I'm going to switch my formation because I don't have Pulisic, and we're going to run with 2 strikers and do things a little bit different against this team who likes to sit in. I don't think, if not even think, with a 62% ball possession rate against, again, a team that looked really good their first match, with the majority of passes actually happening at 91% or 75% passes happening in the opposition half. So it's not like they sat in their half.
Yep.
They had 75% passes in the other team's half. I have never. This is the second game in a row where we saw a international team sit back, not really know what to do against this U.S. team. I've never seen this before, to be honest.
2 games in a row is
2 games
incredible.
in a row,
as well.
it's incredible.
By the way, but by the time Australia had reached 90 passes connected, USA was just shy of 200. We were just dominating. All right, I'm going to ask Brooks this first. Brooks, we're 2 games into the World Cup for the U.S. men's national team.
Yep.
They've looked really good.
Yep.
Everybody's making big, bold statements.
Sure.
Like all the pundits, all the players. We can go on to win this.
Zlatan believes.
Does he?
We're going to talk about
What he said.
Zlatan shortly.
He believes the U.S. are good. But anyways, go ahead and ask your
We're
question.
going to talk about Zlatan shortly. I got an issue, a bone to pick with him.
Sure.
Okay. Can the USA win this World Cup?
No, I don't think
Look.
they can win it, but I think they can advance farther than what people have thought that
Okay.
they would get to.
I like it.
So I think a lot of people said 32 and then lose the first one. Now you've set yourself up. You've won the group. You're going to play a third place team, which looks pretty good barring anything crazy, but it's easier than what you would have before.
Yeah.
And if they can get past 32 and get into 16 and maybe make it past 16 and get to 8, that'd be awesome. But I don't think, unless something crazy happens or things fall their way, I don't see them winning this World Cup.
Understood. Luke, same question to you, buddy. Can the USA win this World Cup?
No, because no. First of all, if we've lost Zlatan, if Zlatan has lost his mind to that degree where he's saying things like this, I'm out, man.
Thank you.
Stop the world. I want to get off.
Zlatan knows all.
USA have got such an incredible chance of making a wave and putting themselves back on the world map of soccer, right? By getting to the last 8.
Yeah.
Anything more than that is just fantasy foo-foo nonsense. And I say that with the deepest of respect because unlike Nate here, I actually think a lot of what the American team is destined to achieve is going right through Christian Pulisic's veins.
Glass, who seems to be made of glass in the last couple of months here,
A little
unfortunately.
bit. So yeah, I was worried about him not being in that game. I was happily proven wrong because they changed the system and they changed the ethics and they ground one out. But I just think it's dangerous to tether your entire hopes on one player to that degree, and I don't think it's quite there.
I don't think they tether their success on him. I think that's what Pochettino was trying to do with all this stuff leading up to this World Cup was bring in a lot of players, see who has the moxie and the balls to step up and do things. And I think he's found that. I think Balogun stepped up. I think actually Weston McKennie had a decent game. I still don't love him as a guy to play through in the midfield, but he still made a lot of things happen. Tyler Adams, like Nate said, if you lost him, that would be a big hole in the spine of the team. But I do think that is a reason why Pochettino brought in a lot of guys for the friendlies, a mixture of different guys, play different guys together to see how they all gel and play together. And for this instance, like where they have to bring Pepe and Balogun, 2 forwards at the same time, Balogun was great. Let's go out wide. Let's take players on. Let's get the own goal the first one. Pepe running off the ball and doing different things. So when Pepe stayed central, the Balogun go was perfect. So something's clicking here. And, like I said, they won't win the World Cup, but I think they'll surprise a lot of people in the knockout rounds.
Yep.
Nate, are USA primed to win the World Cup? Can they?
Soccer's coming home.
Yeah, wait, what?
Suck it, both you guys, and you too. No, I mean,
Especially him.
so it's so funny how like everyone's like, well, they're gonna win it. That's success, right? And I disagree with that because success to me is going deep in the tournament. There's only 7 countries that's ever won this thing at a whole. It's incredibly hard to win.
Yes.
With that said, I also would say some of these third place teams, at least right now, could be very tough.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like we'll see how it runs out. We'll see how it rolls out. But yeah, if you're playing Sweden or Portugal or Ecuador, which are all third place teams, or New
Belgium.
Zealand or Paraguay, like I'll play New Zealand, Paraguay all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like so it really depends on who you get in that third round. I think Pulisic is fine. I think if this was a must-win game, he's playing. The fact he wasn't playing because they knew if we just get a win or draw, we're fine. Okay, he won't play for Turkey either.
No, he's definitely not because
You
we've
don't
already
need
finished
to.
number
Yeah,
one
you
in the
don't
group,
need
right?
to.
Don't need it.
So, I'm not worried about the guy. Again, if it was more of a must-win game, I think he's playing. I think he's absolutely playing.
Yeah.
I think he would want to play, number one, and two, the staff would let him play. So I think they'll get. I'm hoping out of the 32. I'm hoping for a little bit of a deep run, a little bit of magic here because they actually do look good. And I've been saying this the whole time, they are the best looking USA team that I've seen actually play, period. And I apologize, Mr. Zlatan, who I know is watching this because of
Trust me, he's
they're-
watching.
They're friends with he's friends with Alexi Lawless, and they tune in weekly. I apologize for my counterparts here.
So
Besmirching your name.
Luke, hold on, Luke. You've been
When-
waiting.
He's
patiently.
Oh,
spurging.
yeah.
Yeah, man, I just want to clarify. When you say this is the best looking USA team you've seen,
Yep.
what do you mean this? Do you mean the last 2 games? Or do you mean the last 3, 4, 5, 6 months? Because those are two different.
Well, I don't
We
give a
were
shit.
all freaking out
Luke-
during 2026 and the latter half of 2025. We were all cross-examining,
I wasn't worried.
questioning Pochettino's lineup choices, his squad selections, his tactical
So
abilities, actually. And then all of a
I-
sudden, 2 games of the World Cup, this is the best U.S. ever.
Congratulations on your American citizenship and believing that friendlies actually mean something. I don't
don't.
believe exactly. So what was I rating the USA team against? Because when it came down to actual competitions,
Right.
when it mattered, they looked good. They're looking good here.
Mhm.
In competitive matches, he has a solid win record. In non-competitive matches, when it really doesn't matter, nor should it, yeah, he's like 500. You know what I mean? So I was never worried going into the World Cup. I kept on saying the whole time, I think you're going to see a different side of this team that he's been working on and trying to get to where he wanted it, that you're not seeing or transpiring in matches that don't mean anything.
All right. Well, they didn't look very good in competitive matches last year.
Really?
But
Which
yes,
one?
the-
Well, they looked okay against
Okay.
Australia when we went 2-1. It was okay, but it wasn't quite like we've looked this in the last week here. This World Cup.
Looking good.
This team has come together. But we also need to remember it's Australia
Yeah.
and Paraguay. Like,
Dude.
not great teams.
I agree with you that they look friggin' good. I mean, really good, really strong. Such a
Yeah.
pleasant surprise to a guy who maybe doesn't have a whole bunch of, chips on the, on the US's number. I'll definitely give you that, man. But it's just been. Am I crazy here? Where did this come from? This is a genuinely solid 11 in 2 games back to back against pretty decent opposition. I didn't see that, boys. I didn't see this coming. I didn't see this
I
coming.
did. I did.
I-
I'm sorry, I did
I
because
respect
like
that you did.
this. If I'm trying to make a team, right, and I'm dumb and I don't look like, Russell Crowe. So if I looked like Russell Crowe and I was a bit smarter and with an accent, so I would assume he's smarter than me, obviously. I'm going to figure out who my team is going into it. And it's going to not look good probably coming into there because I'm experimenting and doing certain stuff.
Yeah.
But then
Amen.
I'm getting an idea, then I'm forming it, and then when it counts, we're going to look good. As I always the teams I coach, I always say the same thing. You can't win a scrimmage. You can't win a training. I don't care about this. What I want to get out of you during that, like a test match, is I want to see how you perform. I want to see different things, put people in different places, and actually try stuff. American coaches that we had in the past would go, hey, look, I won this meaningless game. And everyone would be like, yay, we won this meaningless game. And then we go into the tournament, and then we would lose games that count. And it seems that we finally flipped it a little bit because we got a guy who's very smart.
You're not wrong. All right, Brooks, you've been waiting patiently.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So the BBC has something cool. It's like a predictor. Like, so right now it spits out. Right now, as it stands, if it ended today, and we went to the knockout round, the United States would match up against Ecuador. But obviously, everything.
I don't like that.
But I'm just saying. And then the matchup we would have is New Zealand, the winner of New Zealand, Czech Republic. Like that's how it stands right now. So, yeah,
There's a whole week of matches left.
there
to
is.
go,
It's
right?
going to
So
change. It's going to change. But
drastically.
like,
But we do know.
Yeah.
Hold on. We do know that the USA's next game after Turkey, right, is the knockout round, July 1st,
Yeah.
which is a Wednesday, 8 p.m. We know that for sure. Now we're just waiting for the opponent. That's what we're waiting for. But we know we're finishing first in the group, bar none. The next game, nothing on the table for it. It's garbage. Go ahead.
I will say this too, and probably why your eyes were deceiving you coming into this
Mhm.
year. This is the first time we've had like all our good guys healthy.
Yeah, everybody's
it's,
healthy.
it's been a long time since we had Jeddah Robinson. It's been a long time since we had Tyler Adams,
Yeah,
Christian
injuries.
Pulisic,
Yep.
Bellingham, all playing together at the same time. I don't think if someone could fact check me, I could be wrong, but I don't think all last year we had that.
No, I think because either they were being held from
Yep.
from going, or they were injured. Because Adams had a lot of injuries for a lot of the season for Bournemouth,
Yeah.
and then Balogun. I think there were moments when I don't think Monaco, or not, it was Monaco, right?
Yep.
Monaco didn't want to let him go.
Jeddah Robinson was out for
Jedi was out for a long time. People forget about that. I mean, he had an injury he was dealing with a lot last year at Fulham, and then Christian was. Milan would let him go, then he wouldn't, and he only be here for one, but not the second game. Then his injuries he was dealing with.
I think
so.
Richards is out for a bit too at a certain point.
Yeah, because he was Crystal Palace. He had
Oh, yeah.
injuries. So
And hey,
Yeah.
and final thought on this: sometimes you have players that just show up and actually make a career out of a tournament.
Sure.
And I think we have.
ready to do.
I think you're seeing that with Chris Richards right now. I
Yeah.
think he's literally, I think there was a passing stat where like he was the first center back ever to like
The
have
first
100
game, he had
Yeah.
he was 83 for 83.
I don't want to say he's making a career out of a tournament. We all knew about him. He plays in the Premiership. I mean,
Yeah, he's done well for Crystal
he's done
Palace.
very well, right?
Yeah.
There was
What
last year some thoughts about him going to a bigger club, and I think he deserves
Exactly,
that move.
but
But he's now defining it.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I mean by
There you
making a
go.
career. He's
There you
he's in the Premier League, but now he's really putting a stamp on it
Yep.
where he could be sought after some very top
Absolutely.
end Champions League clubs.
He will. He'll go.
100%.
I tell you what, he will go.
He
and
should.
then Balogun will come back to the UK. Well, not UK, England, obviously.
Yeah,
Somebody's snapping up Balogun. It might not be like a Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, whatever.
Sure.
But I'm telling you, with respect, like a Villa or a Bournemouth or Brighton, they're going to invest.
I was gonna
Ooh,
go.
Brighton.
I was gonna go with Bournemouth, a Leeds,
Yeah.
or a Spurs. Someone who's down.
Sunderland.
Hold on. The best
go.
part of this comment
Yes.
from Luke, he said with respect, kind of like when you say, no offense, and you're about to say something
No
completely
offense, but you're
offensive.
fat.
Yeah, he just like he basically backhanded you without backhanding you.
That was a little bit insulting because
Yeah, that's great.
Aston Villa have talked themselves into being a part of the six at this point, man.
Shh, Luke,
They should be.
It's, it's
They've
okay.
replaced Spurs, but
No.
guess what?
Yeah.
BBC put out all the big rankings for the next year, and guess who they didn't include?
Villa.
Us, and guess who they did include? Spurs.
Rankings for what? Like the top six?
Like, here's the big games for the top 6 teams,
Jerseys I want to buy.
and they put them in. So trust me, I'm used to it. It is all good. All right, you know what? The one thing I really do love about this tournament is right now, the fact that the USA is winning these games, and I don't know if anybody really, you guys must see this as well. It's uniting the country and bringing so many people to our sport. I sat on Friday and watched the game with several people who had no clue about soccer. They said, you know what? We haven't watched a full 90-minute soccer game until this World Cup, and now the USA is good.
Yeah.
We know one or two of the players. They're asking me questions. It's uniting the country. And I hate to say it, but we've seen it for the past several years. Politics has divided the hell out of this country. It sucks. But the USA, even the Olympics didn't really bring this level of unity to the country. And
Which
it's
one?
Really cool to see.
I would argue the Winter Olympics did pretty well with the hockey teams.
I'll disagree because I watched a little bit, but I didn't sit down and watch a lot of it. Whereas people who've never watched soccer before are sitting down to watch the USA.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's here is allowing them to do it because they don't have to get up at 2 a.m. or 5 a.m. or
Sure.
go, oh, how did we do? Right? Because it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's 9 o'clock in the evening or 8 o'clock in the evening. They can go, we're watching the USA.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw that just shy of 30 million people watched the first game, and that number is far lower than I think.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it has to be because you have watch parties.
Right.
So how do you like one watch party in Detroit with 1,000, 2,000 people? How do you?
Or in South Line with 100 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One watch party in South Line with 3,000 people in that theater.
4 million people.
4 million people.
Yeah.
I mean, so that number's got to be skewed for sure.
100%. So I love the fact that it's doing that. It's bringing people who've never, sports people, just random people to our sport. And they're watching and they're picking it up. And you know what's going to happen? 90% of those people will kind of disappear back to their football, their basketball, their baseball. That's great, whatever.
Sure.
But 10% of them or more are going to stick around, and they're going to pick a team in the Premiership or the Serie A, or they're going to follow Pulisic or Balogun or Chris Richards, and that's it. They're going to be hooked, and they're in.
Look how he just like.
See, we need them to follow like MLS and the other stuff.
I was just about to say, look how he just overlooked MLS.
Yeah.
He just totally shat.
Like
on
we
me over
kind of
there.
want that. Like I hope they'd find something intriguing to go down to DCFC and at least for a match to see what it's like. You know what I mean? Like that's where I would like it to start. Why does that have to be? You're just another bandwagon fan if you go watch the EPL.
Oh,
Craig literally was like, they'll go turn in the good leagues like the EPL, the
Yeah.
Serie A, the Bundesliga, not MLS. Anyways, Brooks, how are you?
Yeah.
No.
Like what the hell, dude?
I got to read out this text from a friend of mine. It's very short.
Go for
Very,
it.
very, very topical. This
Yeah.
is from a friend of mine, Tony. He lives in Iowa.
Okay.
There's no
Does he think I'm sexy?
huge.
No.
Yes, he does.
Nice.
Yes.
shout out to
All
Tony
Iowa-
in Iowa.
All Iowa.
There's only Des Moines USL too.
He's a yeah, exactly. Good club. I by the way, bucket list. I really want to go see those guys, especially when they do that whole U.S. Open Cup. Let's hit the retirement home up and get Sasha out and Justin Mir.
Sasha Question and Graham Zuzi and all those guys.
Exactly.
You
But real-
drive and
real
I'll go
quick.
with you.
All right, let's go.
No, let's go.
Real quick. Tony's a huge minor league hockey fan, huge hockey fan.
Mhm.
Really have a whole sports culture thing going on, but he's a diehard hockey guy and hockey alone. But he texted me this yesterday at 6:00. Bro, all these World Cup and America videos making me want to be a football fan. Crazy how it seems everyone is embracing each other and there isn't all this hate and animosity. Cultures, healing cultures equals effing beautiful. Gonna need to decide on my own international team and I suppose American team too.
Yes.
Damn you, gonna convert me.
Yes.
Go.
American
Sorry,
team.
that was a little long-winded, but that's an example of
If that doesn't prove the point, I don't know what
Yeah,
That does prove the
exactly.
point,
It
and
does.
it's American team. Yes, so he's
Yeah.
gonna pick he can pick a USL or MLS team, whatever it is, dude. And then you can pick your EPL team.
He is going to have no idea what USL is. He's like,
Well,
"I've
to be
MLS."
fair, Omaha, Nebraska, Union Omaha, there's a USL
There you
League
go.
One side there. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there are, Boise, Idaho has a USL League One team, but
Isn't there a newer team in Iowa, the Eagle Hawks or something like that? What's the name of that new Iowa team? They're like whatever level they're at, they're tearing it up. Do you guys know what
I don't know which one.
I'm gonna
No idea.
research. I'm gonna research this because
Yeah.
I never heard of them until about a couple weeks ago.
Go for it. I know Des Moines wants to try to get USL championship at some point, and their owner owns one of the big Italian teams. So
By the way,
Yes.
New Zealand up 1-0 on Egypt currently.
yes, the Kiwis.
Yeah, the Kiwis.
That's not gonna last long.
All right. I got something. I got a little bit of a bone to pick here.
Oh.
There's
Oh, with Nate?
no, with just our soccer,
Oh.
our soccer friends, the U.S. soccer community in general.
You have friends?
Somewhat.
Nice.
I thought you guys maybe.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Not really.
I am sick
Nate's
and
my friend.
tired of people shitting on Alexi Lalas. We've got Zlatan Ibrahimovic sitting up there who can't speak two solid words,
Easy.
sentences together that actually you enjoy listening to. Or he was listening, he was talking about a game and he said something so dumb. I went, he didn't watch that game, right? Thierry Henry, oh my God, he can break down a play.
He can.
He can break down a play.
Yeah.
Other than that,
He's French.
nothing. He's French. I'm sorry. Rebecca Lowe gives no respect to Alexi Lalas. I don't think a lot of people understand Alexi Lalas was in 2 World Cups, represented this country, played in the Serie A, helped build the MLS, by the way, helped put a name on that, and has done a ton for the sport here. And now all I hear is, hey, show some respect to Zlatan and Thierry Henry. How about they show some respect to him? I'm sick and tired of people coming to this country like they've done and saying, look at what we've done. Thierry Henry had to get to a World Cup by cheating with his hand. By the way, recently he
Wow.
admitted he cheated. So,
He didn't need to admit that. That
Put
was
some
so
fucking-
flippin'.
right,
blatant.
put some fucking respect on Alexi Lalas, you two
Ooh, whoa,
pricks.
whoa.
I'm sorry.
Whoa.
I mean,
I
listen,
don't get it. I don't like it.
they're 2 giant European footballers that won a lot of trophies.
They are very tall.
Great.
I'm just saying, like,
Welcome to
that's-
America.
that is
and deal
what-
with what, like,
Welcome to soccer, Craig. I do this all the time in scouting and everything. Oh, you didn't play at a super high level. Oh, you didn't play in Europe. It's same with a bunch of coaches. Like, for some reason, that gives everyone a credential that you did something, and that you just say things that it means it matters.
it sounds like you're disagreeing with me, but you're
Well,
actually agreeing.
Well, Lawless played in Europe.
Right.
He played in Italy.
Right.
Sure, he did.
Played at
He did.
in Serie A for 2 years, right?
He did. But, like, I mean, Thierry Henry and Zlatan
But
were
because he
very...
has an American accent,
Yeah.
Thierry Henry and Zlatan are shitting on him.
It's because of
It's not that.
the things it's probably phrases things and the things he says that I think Zlatan and Thierry can't believe that he says. But like sometimes you just have to go with it. Like I feel like when Thierry Henry does the stuff for CBS Golazo, they always, besides Jamie Carragher, they always usually agree with each other
Always.
on most parts, on most times.
Everyone get your opinions out. I'll end it.
Yeah. So for me, like, I understand it. Like it sucks. It's kind of 3 against 1 against Alexi, but I mean, you just got to stay. You just got to hold your ground, and I think people overreacting a little bit just of like how they're, with the Alexi stuff. That's for sure. I mean, listen, we know him. He's a good dude, and I think he brings up good points. But I understand why Thierry Henry and those guys are doing that. And listen, we don't know behind scenes if there's been like people are disagreeing about stuff too and how things are done.
Someone who's pushing the sport forward here, and I don't think a lot of people see that. Nate, what you got?
No, Luke first.
No,
I think he's done.
I tell you what, you end it. I unend it. Go on. Go on.
I unend.
Well, hold on, because I need a close up. Brooks, close up. Drop the music. Shadowing.
I control the
Oh, whatever.
Yeah,
Brooks, shut up, Brooks.
Thanks.
Craig, close up. Drop the lighting. Put on some soft music.
I don't have. Hold on.
Did you pay the special effects bill this week?
You have.
Craig?
There you go.
Can we put some stars in the background? Some glittery stars.
I don't know what you think we're running here, but it's not a.
I have a simple request. That's all I want is a simple request here. Drop the lighting, stars.
I can turn off the lights. You want me to do it? That's fine.
Lower it. We need to set the mooding.
Get on with it.
Turn off the
Thank
lights,
you.
I'll just throw
Thank
some
you.
glitter at his head.
Close up, camera 1, please. Camera 1, close up. Then pan around over here as the music kicks in. First thing I'd like to say, Alexi, how are you doing? Because I know you're watching.
He does. He watches our show.
I will say this.
Got a close shadow.
He left a couple of comments a few weeks back.
What Mr. Lawless doesn't know, and nobody knows, but he had talked to me for an hour and a half when he didn't have to. And I don't. Why is that funny?
Sorry.
He talked to, and he is honestly, legitimately one of the most nicest man at his level that I've ever met in my entire life. I was going through a very tough time in my life. He was, and I didn't tell him this, but me and him just shot the breeze. To one point, he goes, "Hey, I'm gonna leave. Don't go anywhere. I'll come back." And actually, he came back. It was weird. You know what I mean? Like usually when somebody says that, they go and they don't come back. He came back and we started to finish the conversation. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So buying me drinks, nice guy, talking about personal life, everything like that. So what you see on TV is not really what it is in reality. And honestly, in the land of cinema, I do not believe that any of those interactions are genuine or real. I think it's all staged and whatnot. And I will say this. Is Alexi Lawless a Thierry Henry? Is Alexi Lawless a Zlatan Ibrahimovic? No.
Nailed it.
He's a defender. Thank you.
Right.
So, a defender at a time when U.S. really wasn't sought after as a talent pool of players, he was put to AC Milan. And if you actually watch his highlights, he's good.
He didn't play at AC Milan.
It was what? I thought it was AC Milan.
Ottawa.
No.
No. Wherever you played.
I'll go
Anyways.
with this.
Ottawa.
So to this, Alexi, I salute you.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? A great comment, Nate, that just came in that pretty much just says a lot. Look, with Lawless, it's the age-old saying, he's a foolish arse, but he's our foolish arse. And you know
was
what?
it actually from Alexi?
No, be excited.
Signed Alexi Lawless. Oh, Brooks, you can't use your burner account.
But I am a little upset that Zlatan and Thierry Henry are not showing respect to Alexi Lawless and all that he's done. They may not know all that he's done in the sport here for us to help build it, but he has done a lot.
My point, and then I'll kick it to Luke's, was you don't know that that's just not playful banter that they're doing on camera and off camera.
It could be planned. It could not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my point. And
yeah,
interacting with Alexi Lawless off camera, I would lean towards they are probably all really getting along very well. And that's just what you
I
see
hope
on
so.
camera. Anyways,
Two very quick bullet points. First of all, you don't show respect to Zlatan. You show Zlatan to respect. Number
like
two,
that.
I I met Mr. Lallis last year. He didn't talk to me for an hour and a half, but he gave me 10, 15 minutes of his time. Wonderful, genuine man. I had such a great experience just shaking his hand and, just shooting the shit with him for 10, 15 minutes. Seriously. But I don't learn that much when I listen to him. Compared to a lot of the other pundits, commentators, talking heads, what have you, I don't learn an awful lot. And I think because he's got the American accent, the stakes are maybe a little bit higher for him. The expectations are a little bit higher for him, unfairly.
Sure.
And I think that's why he gets a lot of criticism, some of which is unfair.
I will say he is usually on the bigger games where we do have the not so knowledgeable fan watching, right? Right? Like, I don't want to put us on a pedestal, but we are very knowledgeable on the sport. Are we going to gain a lot from listening to any of those people talk? No, not really. We can make our own opinions and formulate our own opinions of the game. Those people, Lallis, Zlatan, Thierry Henry, they are for the folks who don't often tune into games, don't watch the sport as closely as us.
That's fair.
I'll finish this with this because we have comments like this all the time with people. By the way, they never understand that Craig was actually born in England. I always have to say that he's from England. That Nate played in Germany. That
Lived
Luke
in Germany.
lived in Germany. Luke's from Wales. I've done domestic scouting for 10 plus years, and that Danny played for Liverpool Academy. So everyone that leaves comments on us, you can suck it, by the way. I'm just going to let you know, because you think we don't know anything because we have American accents. Well, you can piss off because you do the same thing to Alexi Lallis. So piss off, people. All you Europeans that do that, piss off.
My two favorite comments was people repeatedly saying I'm on steroids, which I find to be a compliment because I'm not. And they're like, yeah, you're raging. And I'm like,
No.
I said, thank you. Weird. And the second one was, this guy doesn't even probably do anything with football, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, that's sweet because that just frees up a lot of free time.
Yes.
One last bullet point to end the Lallis segment altogether.
Yes.
Can we please just focus on the fact that he had the most luscious goatee in the history of facial hair ever?
That was pretty good.
Thank you very much. What is the next segment, please? Mr.
Next segment.
He is the second most important player that the U.S. national team ever had. Do you know what the first most important player is? Timothy Way, who got a red card, getting our coach fired and leading in the golden child of Pochettino.
All right, fellas. Jeremy Doku didn't play for Belgium today. He was sick. He has an illness. And Belgium tied 0-0. Okay? Listen, I'm telling you, they need Jeremy Doku. He is a difference maker for Belgium. Okay? Now, before today's absence of illness, by the way, it was reported that his partner, his female partner, girlfriend, I don't know if it's his wife, but is pregnant, very, very pregnant, and is most likely going to have their first child during the World Cup here.
It is most likely going to be a child.
It is most likely going to be a child?
That's come through come through Reuters just now. It is likely to be a child.
Is it going to be a human child?
Probably human.
Wow.
So
What else would it be?
they've
Alien?
asked him what's going to happen, and he has said, I am leaving. I'm going to leave the squad, and I'm going to fly home to be with my partner so we can have the child. And there's been a little bit of argument.
Yes.
Should he leave? Shouldn't he leave? He says it's my first child.
It's important. You got to be.
The hell it is! This is the World Cup.
What?
You've got millions of people here.
They don't have another
Millions of
replacement.
people in your country.
They don't have a replacement for Jeremy Doku.
No, you saw that today. He was out with illness. They need him.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. You do not leave the World Cup. I'm sorry. You just do not leave the World Cup. You are selected. If you're healthy and you're gonna play, you stay and you fight. You don't fly home to watch your partner. What's he doing? What's he gonna do?
Might want this special
What's he
moment
gonna
for
do?
a father.
He's gonna dab her head with a.
On this Father's Day, it's very
get outta
special
here.
for the
I'm
moments.
sorry.
I don't know. How do you two feel about this?
No, you stay.
Okay.
Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, happy Father's
and,
Day. He doesn't like his kids, that's for sure.
I
And
would rather be playing in the World Cup.
and if the Herd family's watching, Craig doesn't mean it. He's had one or two
Beers.
blue solo cups.
Shout out to Dog and Pony Show Brewing.
And that's all I'm going to say about that matter. I don't.
You disagree? It's fine.
Yeah,
disagree.
massive.
Don't
I'm not-
just stay out of it.
Not.
Luke, how are you?
I'm good. How are
Good,
you?
yeah.
Wonderful weather we are having.
Yeah, it's good
I
stuff.
found a spoon today.
Oh, a spoon.
Yeah, behind the couch. I would have been
Go
looking
ahead.
at it. I've been looking
Oh,
looking for
nice.
it for weeks.
Okay.
Was it a
Dude,
soup spoon? What kind of
Craig,
spoon?
Come on, man.
Wait, hold
I'm
on.
not
Don't
even-
derail from the spoon comment.
I'll
I'm
draw you a
intrigued.
picture later. It's
Oh, nice.
best spoon I've ever seen.
Cool.
I'm not currently a father. I was a stepfather for 9 years, and I'm a foster parent. My wife is too, because otherwise that'd be super weird. Who's that upstairs? Don't worry about it.
I'm
None
a
of your business,
stepfather.
not life-
My
no,
wife
but
doesn't
look,
know about it.
I cannot imagine anything that would tear me away from the birth of my first child, man. And this is work, Craig. This is work. It's super cool work. And you get to wear, soccer boots and kick the ball around and make millions of dollars, and everybody claps and goes, yay, when you do soccer, right? It's work, bro. It's work. This is your family.
Yeah.
He has to go home. He has to be there.
No way.
And I understand that he's going to be there, holding a wet sponge and a margarita. Or, no, not literally.
Margarita.
Like he's going to be there holding the napkin and a
His wife's
dog,
hand.
his wife's hand, and maybe
Yeah.
a romance novel or a Kindle or some shit. But bro, and he doesn't have a defined role to play other than he is the fucking father. That's his baby, man. That's his first kid. That's his
Yeah.
legacy. That's
One
his
of the best
future.
players on Belgium. Without him, they
Sure.
suffer.
Okay.
And if they go out of the World Cup without him there, I
Okay.
think
I imagine the Belgian players, his teammates, knew this was a possibility going into it. He had to have told them beforehand.
I'm sure he knew that it was a possibility back in late October 2025 when him and his wife made boom boom. But that's, you know what? It's just work for Jeremy. Maybe withhold his paycheck, whatever the paychecks are in the World Cup. I don't actually know, and I've always
Yeah.
been curious. But maybe if you want to hold it against him, fine. But I tell you what, 80% of these fans are not Belgian fans ain't gonna hold that against him.
I think they will.
It's his kid.
I got this covered.
do it.
Everyone's got a problem. I'm a problem solver. I believe we got doctors here in America. Good ones.
Flyer here.
Boom. And then guess what, Craig?
Can't fly 9 months pregnant.
You can fly
8
anything.
and a half.
Should have
You can-
flown her a month ago.
We have military jets that can do this. All right. I think their president needs to get on this. Fly Doku's wife here, just like he did for the goalkeeper's mom. Got her cleared. We'll fly her in. Make sure she's accommodated. High level technology plane that zips them like super. Some like Area 51 stuff that like instantly, technology people don't know about. Boom, wife here. Boom, in the U.S. Has a child here.
Sure, the wife's gonna be super
Hold on.
crazy about that versus just
Oh,
hey,
I
I'll just
see
stay in
where
Belgium in bed.
I
now.
see where he's going with
You
this.
know her.
Nate, continue. I see where you're going. Are we talking Flo Balogun type stuff here?
We're talking fighters, keepers, losers.
Yeah, buddy.
Whoa.
We're talking.
Get
we're
her ass
talking.
here.
We're talking.
Because then she becomes a USMNT national.
Boom, boom.
Oh, I just got it.
Yeah, Doku Jr.
Close,
Let's
close.
go. It's coming
I
home.
like it.
I love
By the
how
way-
Luke was like, "This is garbage." Wait a minute, I understand
Yeah.
now.
By the way, you think they made Boom Boom after the Villa game where they lost to him 1-0 on the 26th?
Yeah, buddy.
Ouch.
Up to,
Much
you
prefer
know what?
Making boom boom than watching Aston Villa.
Ouch.
You know what? Up the Villa.
Up
There's
to
a whole new
up to
meaning to
something.
the statement now, don't it?
That'd be so
Uh,
funny if for somehow we were right about that or something.
Oh,
But yeah.
God. All right.
Anyways,
So anyway, it's the World Cup. You don't leave the World Cup. I don't care. You stay in the World Cup.
Yeah, no, we got this.
You here.
We're bringing her here,
I like with it.
and we're also gonna give you your kid a citizenship and the right to play for a national team.
well, it's like you were
18
born
years.
here. You're good. Yeah.
That bit's evil genius.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Love it. Love it. All right.
Solving problems.
All right, we got a lot of other stuff to get to. By the way, we're going to talk about the England game and how they're faring. We're going to talk about Brazil. By the way, they're down a huge player, so that's interesting. We'll see what their chances are going to be. We got a lot of stuff to get to here, guys. Stick around.
Hi, Brooks. We're at our favorite store, Soccer World in Rochester. We're just gonna do some light shopping. Nothing big. Ooh, pretty colors. Oh, and one of these too?
Ooh, Germany. Nate would like this.
Hey, Brooks, look at all these. Look what I got.
South America. Ooh. Wow, that's not MLS. Ugh.
Socks? No.
Ooh, a ball pump. Next in line.
Sir, you're next.
Right. That's a mannequin. You know that.
Huh?
It's a mannequin.
Oh. Sorry, sir.
Fuck, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Ah.
All right, we're going to be talking a little bit of England. Shout out to Soccer World, by the way. Soccerworld.net for all your soccer gear needs. I got this at Soccer World a couple years back. Love this England jersey. England did pretty well in their first game. Croatia 2-2 at the half. And then all of a sudden, England came out and showed what they've really got behind them. So 4-2. It did look like England started that first game against Croatia a little tentative, a little bit. Hey, we're gonna feel this game out. Put some balls on the back of the net. You give Harry Kane some opportunities. He's gonna stick him in the net. But some defensive lapses from Konsa, and honestly Pickford a little bit as well. Let Croatia back in 2-2, and then all of a sudden in the second half, England were studs. Just came out and blew Croatia away. Could have been a lot more than 4-2. With that being said, I still think they are one of the top performing teams in the tournament so far. So Brazil have played actually pretty well. Their first game, not so good. Rafinha, by the way, hamstring injury. What are we thinking, boys, about this Brazil team? They're a little older. Casemiro starting in the middle still for them. By the way, he's now going to Inter Miami to play with Messi because he's figured out the Premiership's passed him by, but he can certainly do it in the MLS. What do we put our chances on, boys? Who are we thinking here? Who do you like so far? I'm impressed with England. Not so much Brazil. Japan played well last night. Oh, they tied the Dutch team 2-2. They've impressed me. The Holland teams have impressed me as well. So, Luke, why don't you tell me who's impressed you, man? Who do you think right now you looked at and gone, that team right there, I'm impressed?
Well, I know Uzbekistan's bench is not the strongest, but hang on a second. I feel like obviously, dude, it's England and it's the Netherlands. The Netherlands blew me away, right? They blew me away. Sweden are no joke. They've got Premier League caliber going all the way through the team. They have not one but two either world-class or borderline world-class strikers up front. Isak and Gyökeres. They're not to be messed around with, and the Netherlands just friggin'
tore them to ribbons,
sliced through them like I had a cheese joke, but I forgot it. I had it in the parking lot. I was like, yes, I'm gonna use that cheese joke.
Swiss cheese?
No, Edam, is it? I can't remember now. It was hilarious. But anyway, yeah, that was scary stuff watching them just pile on the Swedes. Seriously.
Sweden made a little bit of a comeback at that, but honestly, Holland just went, hold your horses here, hold my beer, because we've had another couple beers since we've been up, and then they put some more balls on the back of the net. They have really been good, though.
Seriously. And then England. That was the most entertaining game of my World Cup thus far.
Really?
Other than the Cape Verde game just before this.
Yeah.
I'm not even being silly. That was such a fun game. My wife and I were watching it like enthralled. Every long ball forward, every free kick throw in, everything was so much fun. But yeah, England's performance was it was the kind of performance that was imperfect. It was flawed, but you can see how those flaws get covered up. And for me, the pros far outweighed the cons.
And to my discredit, and I'll call it out, I thought Croatia were an older team, and then I started looking at all their ages, and I went, oh, they're not as old as I thought. My God, they've got some youngsters in this squad.
Iran's the old team.
Right, but Croatia, I thought were going to get run over this World Cup because of it, but they didn't. They stood up to England in that first half, and they played well, and that's what made it such an entertaining game. But then you're right. All of a sudden, I think England made a couple of little tactical changes, and they said, you know what? Hold your horses. Let's come out and play like we know what we're doing here. Let's put the ball in the net, and sure enough, boom.
And it was sheer quality that took over in the second half. Nothing, some tactical adjustments for sure, which was nice to see from Tuchel of all people. It was sheer talent that took over, and that's why the rest of the tournament needs to be great of England.
Here's the big test, though, Ghana, because Ghana worked their socks off. Ghana are going to come out and run, and they're going to get a little dirty, and they're going to work. And now the England team has to work to match that work rate that Ghana are going to come out with, and they really have to use their skill and their class to overcome. That's going to be a big game. I think England are going to want to finish first in this group, obviously, and this is the game to do it. Tuesday, that game is in Boston. Nate, you look like you want to say something there.
I mean, I thought Netherlands looked like crap against Japan. To be fair.
Really?
And oh yeah,
Japan are good, man.
Yeah,
a lot of people picking them as a dark horse.
Yeah, I like 'em.
sweet. Japan always does good, but they looked like crap against Japan. They did.
Ooh.
They looked like absolute crap. They did all right against Sweden. Fine, whatever. I think Sweden just had a bad game. England, cool, whatever.
England, cool.
Sweet, sweet.
All right.
I'm happy for you.
That's
I
fine.
guess.
World Cup
That's-
final tomorrow. Current England versus current USA. Who wins? We don't need to do a whole thing on this, but honestly curious.
Germany beats them.
Oh, my.
Anyways,
We'll tell you in a
Ask a
minute
silly
why
question.
Germany are going to fail out pretty quickly in this World Cup.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
awesome. So I like how Croatia was like not a good team until England played them, and then apparently now they're a good team that's really tough and hard to beat because England they
No,
came
no one
back.
said that.
They came back. No, I believe you did. I believe Croatia was an old team that had old legs and wasn't very good. That I heard that repeated times, and then England.
Not just say
Well,
I
now-
was wrong.
Now you're wrong.
I was
Now
talking
you're
about
wrong
ages
to
of the
justify England struggling against a poor side. Now you're wrong. That's cool. That's fine. Yeah. Sweet. I've been impressed personally with Germany. I have.
Really?
Yeah, I have.
Really?
Okay, how many teams have pumped the team 7-1? And before you go, it's Caraco. How'd Ecuador do against Caraco?
See?
It took them getting punched in the face to come out and actually start to play.
Yeah, and then when they
got-
did,
They needed to get punched in the face.
because
face
Caraco
by
caught him off.
Curacao.
Caraco caught him off, or Curacao caught him off, and then they scored, and then they didn't stop scoring because they said, yeah, F that. Hey, guess what? Ivory Coast, decent team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Decent, but
decent team.
World Cup final 16?
No, but they're not bad.
Better than Croatia. And they dominated. They dominated that game. They dominated that game if you actually
Hold
watched
tight.
it. If you actually
Ivory
watched
Coast
it, they
versus
dominated.
Croatia. Who wins that game?
I put Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast wins 6 out of 10.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
More
So-
dynamic
It's
attackers.
just an opinion, man.
Yeah, it's your opinion, but I
he's
disagree
doing
with
evils on me. He's doing
And
mental
it took-
juju on me. He is.
It took Ivory Coast really to. They were tired. They got tired. They were busting their butt. They outworked Germany, and they finally got tired. And then Germany were able to put the ball in the back of the net.
They outworked Germany but got tired.
They outworked Germany, so they got tired.
They outworked so like
Germany were lazy.
but then they got
I don't put
tired
Germany in
against
final
it.
eight.
Okay, fine. Germany has a very good squad, I think they're showing it. And I think what they need to do is not start a non-forward in a forward position and continue starting Undave, who has 9 goals in 11 matches.
They are missing a world-class striker.
He is a world-class striker.
Disagree.
When he's- Okay.
They have been. They have
And
been
when
for a
he
bit.
starts,
Long
he has
time since
9
most
goals.
of it was the last
Would a world-class starter have 9 goals and 11 starts?
in what, friendlies? A bunch of
In-
friendlies?
Meaningful matches, buddy. He's got 4 off
Why
the bench.
doesn't he start?
Because somebody told somebody that Kai Havertz and Arsenal apparently have a thing going with the striker.
I don't know what
He's
to
not.
tell
He's
you,
not a
but
forward.
He hasn't
And so
started.
all you have to do is let me fix this for you. You put Undave, a striker, as a striker, and you take Havertz, an attacking midfielder, and you put him in attacking, and then you kick out Musala and Wirtz, and you're golden. And you're golden.
There you go. So next time Germany play Caracal, just put Undave and Hervitz up front, and
Hey,
they're gonna win.
say what you want. I think Germany's playing very well.
It takes Germany to get punched in the face to get them started and going.
So what would
And
you
I
think
think-
with the Croatia then against England? Were they going, or did it take England to get punched in the
England were
face?
up.
Because that's how it's so funny that it's such a, and this is why nobody likes English fans right here. This is
I
why.
understand. I
This is
don't
why.
understand.
No, it's always yeah.
Funny, I told someone earlier I was going to do this.
Yeah. But this is why the whole world hates you when it comes to
Oh.
sport. Yeah, no, it's true. And I know some guy's gonna like blow me up online. Don't care. It's this.
It's this right here.
Because I said I was wrong that Croatia have younger players, and I was.
Yeah, which bit is he wrong about? Honestly,
I didn't say they were a
Hey.
great team.
You
I said it was a great game. Both teams came out. I said they're a good team.
Germany took it to 2 teams and won.
I don't think Germany took it to Ivory Coast.
England did the same, but one is a world powerhouse now because they limped past a 38-year-old men's over 30 team. Okay,
Wait, I'm sorry. Which one?
England, Croatia.
Croatia does not have old players. They've got 2
They
guys.
don't. They don't have old players.
No, they don't. Look at the
Really?
age of their players.
Okay. Want me to roll it down for you? You want to
Yeah,
take
go
them?
for it.
All right, not a
Yeah.
problem.
Please.
So how many do I need to before I'm right? Just out of curiosity.
You said the average age is 38.
let's just
How many do I need?
let's just do the average age. Average squad age of
Brooks, what's the average
of
squad age?
Croatian squad
Yeah.
versus average squad age of all
I
squads in
can-
the World Cup.
I got the
Yeah,
age
I
and
mean,
the
that would be
players
a nice-
here.
Yeah.
Do you want me to read? I can read.
So
out.
I got one 32-year-old. I got
There's a 40-year-old in there. Who's
yep,
super
one
nice.
nice.
40-year-old. That's gonna offset your average. Well, that's the English side. Sorry.
England
What do we
doesn't have
got?
a 40-year-old.
What do we got?
There are 7 players that are 30 and older
Hold
on
on.
the Kuwait.
Thank you.
In the starting lineup.
I'm not. I'm just
The
saying.
starting
In the
lineup.
overall.
40, 31,
Lineup.
37.
Starting lineup.
That's tough.
So
to
the
do on the
goalkeeper's
fly, though.
31. Goalkeeper's
Start.
31.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Modric
Half
is
your-
40.
half
Starting
your
lineup.
Half your
Yes.
starting lineup.
Whoa, whoa. One yelling and screaming at a time.
No, it's hold on.
An Ivory Coast. So because Germany limped past Ivory Coast, all of a sudden they're going to go on and win the World
I
Cup.
forgot.
They were down 1-0.
Guys, I forgot who I was talking. Yeah, so were you. I forgot who I was talking about. You're right. England's
were not
England's
down.
Literally not.
your England is the best.
Not
It's
wrong.
coming home.
That's
coming
not
home.
right though. That's wrong. England were not down in the game.
Not once.
Not once. No, they drew even.
One
You're
nil,
right.
1-0,
Yeah.
1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And then 4.
And then 4-2.
Yep.
4-2.
So if you play a team with 40-year-olds on there, you'll do great. All the way. Good job.
I'd like the starting
It's coming
lineup
home. Yeah.
of the
At least
I 4.
from that
I
Croatia.
counted 4 that were
How
above
many-
30.
How many on
4.
England's were above 30? Because I can name.
I don't
3.
care.
I can name 3.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
So you're above 30 players on England are going to do well.
The average age of the Croatian squad, we can't do like.
You
we
can't
we-
because a lot of them aren't going to play, right? Like you've got several players who are on.
That's fine. Just do the average age
Right,
of the squad.
but Modric is
40.
skewing the average the other way. But let's, for the sake of argument,
Yeah,
just
go
real
for
quick,
it.
the average age of the Croatian
Mhm.
World Cup squad, 27.88 years.
yeah,
Right.
that-
The average age of all players, across the entire World Cup field, 27.12 years.
Okay, so they're a little
Give me-
above.
Give me
Yeah.
that half a year, man. Give me that half a year.
Hold on. What's funny is I never called Croatia old. Somebody else did in this room did.
I did, and then
Somebody else
And then
did.
he retracted it. Yeah, he said he was wrong.
Yeah, he retracted it after his team limped past them. Is what I'm
He
saying.
didn't limp past them.
The funny thing was, I was watching the game. I was talking to someone about 5 minutes into the game. I said, I think we should be able to walk past these guys. They're old. And he goes, I think you need to look at the average age. And I pulled it up and I went, oh shit, you're right. I am absolutely
You know what's
wrong. And I've
funny?
been saying this
You know
for a
what's funny
while.
is I also said that going into this, but was discounted. So that's cool.
Okay, so you were wrong too.
No, I was right on
I
that
said
one.
I was wrong. What do you want? What more would you like me to do?
I just like how your tone changed because your team limped past the team
It
that
was
you
before
thought.
the game.
Yeah, it's not what you said, Craig. It's the way you said it.
Oh, that's not yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so the English
But-
fans
but
all
it-
believe England's going
But
to
it
win.
took a little prodding into
Right.
the why
The
Germany
English-
won't win to get you to come out.
I think it's that perception. I think the perception is that Croatia teams are old. I have the same thing with Greece, based on
Sure.
a thing
Because
based on
they're-
a squad a billion years ago.
I mean,
right?
Brazil, I counted Brazil squad. They have 11 players over 30.
They are
in that.
super old,
They are
Brazil
super old.
and they've shown it.
Yes.
Although
So-
one of the youngsters got injured.
Theirs has to be like
Av-
almost.
Average age of Panama,
Yeah.
30.00.
Oh, for sure,
Are
them,
they
because
the
they have
oldest?
all veterans. For sure, they're not
Did
going
you
to
say
go.
Iraq was the oldest?
That's what I heard. Iran.
Panama, then Iran, and then Colombia. All
Yeah.
Okay, 30, and then 29.8, and then 29.5.
Yep.
What's the average age of England?
1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on, give me a second. I don't know. Okay, let's do this.
I thought you had the list.
Right, no, 26.62 apparently.
All right.
Yeah, this is boring mathy math, right? But this actually does mean something because it's an interesting topic.
The
Yeah.
funny thing
Fascinating.
is, the funny thing is because my wife and I were talking. I can't remember what player we were talking about today. Marcus Rashford.
Mhm.
And Marcus Rashford. My son got a Marcus Rashford card, and And my dad said, "Oh, I used to, he was on loan at the Villa for 6 months, but he's Manchester United." And I said, "Oh, I hope we buy him back for the 30 million, right? I'd like to see him."
Right.
And my dad and I looked at each other and went, "Well, that would actually that would entail with what Villa do. We buy older players." And my wife was like, "What do you? He's 29. That's not old." And I said, "In Premiership.
In
years,
Premiership years.
that is
in soccer.
old.
In athlete years, it is. Yeah.
In high level
Stunning.
soccer, that's old.
For high level players.
Most teams are buying 22, 23-year-olds.
As somebody who has been incredulous in just random various soccer conversations before about somebody's age, right? But he's 31. What the? He's practically dead. And then my poor wife is sat next to me like, have some respect. Come on, what? You're older than that. Yeah, everybody we know is older than that. He's 31. He's not dying. He's not in a geriatric. It's just relative. Yeah, 31 is ancient in soccer, unfortunately.
I remember when I was a kid and I watched like professional athletes and be like, he's 27. He's so old.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And now I'm like,
Twice that.
whatever.
And I mean,
What I would give.
yeah.
I mean, listen, I think England are a good team. Do I think they're bound for World Cup victory? Maybe not quite there yet, but this will be the best chance they ever have because they have one of the best strikers in the world.
And they have a German coach, so they'll get you there.
And I think the German coach is good for a tournament like this.
Yeah.
Just why, same as I think Pochettino is a great coach for the U.S.
Yes.
men's national team.
Yeah.
He's got eyes on the prize, right? And I was, and this, I'll give you some credit here. I will say you should give me some credit because my team is Aston Villa. And we struggled against a couple of teams later in the year in games we knew we should have won. And we all said, what the hell is going on? And I was like, wait, just hold on. Unai Emery has a bigger plan. We shit the bed against Tottenham. Because 4 days later, we were playing against Nottingham Forest, who we beat the piss out of.
Yeah, darn
Right?
if you maybe beat them, they might have been relegated.
Well, no, he said, don't come out of your shell.
Yeah.
Don't use so much.
Yeah.
So I think Pochettino is doing the same thing. I think Thomas Tuchel's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
It's their fault.
Thomas
Yeah.
Tuchel's doing the same thing. I think it's, just hold. We've got a plan in the first half, adjust in the second half. This is how we're going to play. This is the new thing in football, by the way. This is a new thing. You're going to see a lot of teams be very boring in the first half.
Yeah,
And it is
you're such a ray of sunshine.
Oh, I know.
Oh my God.
But listen, I've
This
dealt
is
with
the
this for
new
2 years.
thing. I feel like everything's in cycles with sport. That's probably
It
happened
might be. It's
before.
probably happened before, but for the first half, it's feel the other team out. Let's see what they're doing and how we can adjust.
It's kind of like a baseball pitcher. The first time through the lineup, you feel it out. Then the
Bingo.
second time, you go. I get it.
Might be the best analogy you've ever given.
Yeah. Or a combat sports fight, right?
Yeah, like you
See,
kind of take like boxing. You jab first to get, and then the second round you start to go a little.
Right? And that's what Thomas Tuchel does. I think Pochettino is close to doing that in certain games coming up, by the way, because he is
Yeah.
a very smart coach. He's gotten
He
has gotten to Champions League finals with a pretty good team, not a great team, Tottenham. He's gotten high up in the leagues and won things with good teams, not great teams. This is what's coming.
Lest we forget, the U.S. soccer had to beg and plead and practically bribe Pochettino
Bro,
to
money.
take this job, man. $6 million a year for a job for a team of this. Can I say like status in the world game? Is that
Sure,
fair?
that's fair.
Is that
Yeah.
fair?
Yeah.
Yeah, $6
Yeah.
mil. That's outlandish. But
Yeah.
they knew they had to pay to get a good guy in, and he is a good guy. He's a very good coach.
Speaking of the England team, I don't know if you guys heard this, but they, at their Kansas City home base, were missing something. All the players were missing something.
We already talked about this last week, didn't we?
A pool table?
Oh,
No, we didn't talk about this.
we talked about the jerseys.
No. The jerseys
They're missing a
and
pool
boots are
table,
missing.
huh?
They were all begging for a pool table. And it's funny, Luke, I don't know if you've seen this over the course of the last, 20 or 30 years when they show a lot of the documentaries or they show a lot of the behind the scenes footage of the players.
Is there always a pool
There's
table?
always a pool table.
Is
and
this
the
the
players
national
complain
sport of
about it.
England?
No, it's a big sport, but it's not national
Well,
sport.
billiards
National
is a
sports
big one, right?
football, by the way.
Yeah.
So what did
Same
they
with
do?
darts.
Snooker.
How did the English-
Snooker and darts, yeah.
Yeah.
How did the English solve this problem? Facebook Marketplace. They found a grandmother who was selling a pool table for $700, and they went and bought it for her, picked it up, and brought it back to the hotel.
I know a guy in Waterford with $200. Should have called me. $700 for a used pool table?
Must have been a good
That's a
one.
lot. It must have been a
Must have
decent.
been
Must have been a fancy one.
I hope it had a triangle included with it.
Yeah,
You know what?
You know what? You know what it was?
What are they called? Them triangles.
The triangle.
Name. No, there's got to be a name.
I don't know.
Everything. No, because everything in these sports has got a name, right?
I'll Google
Like
this.
the line that you step up to in darts is called the oki. The
Really?
the silly little thing, the wooden
Did not
thing
know
in
that.
cricket that you've put on the thingy is called a wicket.
The
Everything
wicket. Yeah,
has
I know that.
a name. So that thing, that triangle, is probably like the florp or
They-
something like that.
They call it a
has
rack. It's the rack.
The rack.
Like a billiard
There
rack.
you
Yeah,
go.
that makes sense. You rack the balls.
Yes.
Yeah.
The more you know.
You know what it was? They probably all chipped in a little bit of money, and they said, "Whoa, shit, we got a lot of money here." So I guess the $200, $300, and we better pass on those again.
Yeah.
There you go, $700 to the grandmother.
These are
hell of a
multi-million-dollar
story.
players. I feel like they could have.
Could have chipped up a little bit more.
Yes.
I don't know what to tell you, but yeah.
And it makes sense. So I mean,
Facebook Marketplace, even in America, it works for the English.
Yeah.
you know, it makes sense. though. It's a game that is fun to play. That is, stimulating. That doesn't take anything out of you.
I'd say low.
Yes.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's
It's one you can
fast.
bet a lot of money on, which they probably like to do in their spare time.
All right, a couple other things to get to, fellas. Listen, the players have all gone through all 16 stadiums now, and all the 16 fields that come along with those stadiums. And there's one stadium that has stuck out as a bad field turf.
Canada's.
Oh, hold on. No. Guadalajara?
Nope.
It's got to be a Canadian stadium.
No.
No, it has.
So it's in North America, huh?
So you're racist against Canadians, and you're racist against the Mexicans.
I
got you.
No, that
really-
wasn't a that. No, but did
I
you
thought-
see the
Can I, be,
photos?
can I be racist against someone too?
Hold on.
Please. I want a country.
I thought.
No.
Did you see the pre-match stuff where Japan was training in Guadalajara? It was horrible.
That was their training ground, though. That
So-
wasn't a field. That wasn't the actual field that they play on the game.
I thought Monterey's
Yeah.
field visually has been the most like the stadium and
Yeah.
visually like with the
Yeah.
shrubs around everything has been one of the more
Yes.
beautiful stadiums.
Sure.
in the tournament.
Yes.
Well, but they've all done. So I think
Canada
they've
looks
actually-
awful. You see these
Yes.
leaves everywhere.
and maple. And it's sticky because
Yeah,
of the maple
so
syrup
many
everywhere.
snaps. Yes.
Wow,
MetLife Stadium.
No.
MetLife Stadium has been the worst.
Because the
field-
turf?
Because, not the stadium, but the turf. Yeah, the
Yeah.
field. And guess where the final of this World Cup is due to be played?
The MetLife Stadium, or New York, New Jersey Stadium, as they call
Royal,
it.
Yes.
Royal Oak High School Stadium.
You wish. You wish.
No,
Because then we'd have a good seat.
That'd be-
Yeah.
I know a guy.
But the nice thing is, there's a couple of weeks off here
I can fix it.
between the final and now, so they can actually go and fix the stadium, fix the field. So Michigan State, go and do your thing, guys. Get up there with Trey
Rogers.
Trey Rogers.
Yep.
Take
And
the
there's a bunch of
team.
other schools involved too.
Get to MetLife Fields.
Yeah.
Let's fix that, because I'm telling you right now, England don't want to run around on a shitty pitch for the final.
Well, I saw a clip pre-World Cup, and it really alarmed me. It was one of the African squads were training on a pitch, and it was an important pitch
Yeah.
to them
Huh.
in their World Cup preparation, and they were dropping a soccer ball in the middle and bouncing.
Oh
it.
yes.
And it was like, a soccer ball drops and it bounces a certain height, and you know what that height is, right? You know
And
what
they,
that
they
height
all were like, "Why
They
isn't
were
it
like-
bouncing?"
And yeah, exactly. And
They're
the
like,
ball
"What
was
the-"
like a bowling ball.
Yeah.
And they were
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"What the hell is this? This is crap."
Dead
Remember what
spots.
field
Which-
that was?
Yeah, I'd love to know.
I want to say it was one. I want to say it was one of the Mexican fields.
Might have been.
Sounds about right.
I want to say, because they were dropping the ball from here. So if you drop the ball from head height, it should come back to your waist. They were dropping, it was coming to about their knees, and they're like, "Whoa, wait a minute!" And they all were doing it, and they were like, "What the hell's going on here?" The
Yep.
field was just a
Yep.
bit off.
Yeah.
But the MetLife Field, which is New York, New Jersey Stadium, has now
Yes.
been rebranded for the World Cup because of sponsorship and all that garbage. They have literally just taken the field turf and or the grass and just laid it on top of the old field turf. Whoop. Well, go ahead.
Solved.
So.
And that's what they've done with everyone. But I mean, they put irrigation systems for some of them and whatnot, like under and below and whatever. But
Yeah, I do have to talk to a lot of folks and explain to a lot of people about like watering the fields. They don't understand that soccer players want the fields to be
you want it wet so the ball can move.
The ball skips and it moves.
Yeah.
They don't want it to be dragging, right?
No.
So
Yeah.
a lot of people don't understand that. So
Rookies.
I know.
See, we athletes, Greg. We athletes. we get it. We get that. We understand how the ball is supposed
when
to.
I pass you a ball, Luke, I want that thing to be pinged, and I want it to be
Yeah.
right on your foot like that. I don't want the ball to be the grass to be hanging the ball.
When are you ever passing a ball?
I was gonna say, it doesn't sound like you. I've never played with you, but I've
Yeah,
heard,
no, trust me.
I've
Yeah,
heard
it's
things.
never happening.
I've heard things.
I am a very good passer of the ball.
To who? To
He got me
when?
an assist one time.
Yeah,
Wow.
that doesn't count because he was bored.
What? No.
Hey, listen,
The goalie was coming out. He saw. I was me. I was on his right. and he gave me the
understand,
ball.
Brooks. I'm not taking. This is not at you. This was at
Oh, Craig.
him,
Okay.
being that the
Huh.
scorer probably he already had his 4 goals for the game and didn't care anymore.
Yeah, I guess.
Are you a good passer, Nate?
Moving on.
I have to be. I played defense. I'm not good. So I have to give the ball to someone better, like Craig.
Moving on to the next topic. All right. So there's been a little players stealing things. What the? Brooks, tell us about this player who stole the referee's watch in the middle of a game.
Yeah.
What the hell happened there?
Oh, so here we go. This is pretty short. It's a short article from Yahoo Sports. So Paraguayan Matias Galarraza
Thief!
drew attention during the match against Turkey in the early hours of this Saturday, and not just because of the winning goal he scored in the opening minutes. He took one of the watches used by the match referee and wore the device on his own wrist for a few minutes. The object fell onto the pitch during a scuffle between players from both teams near the end of the first half. While Ivan Barton from El Salvador was trying to separate the players, the watch was pulled off his wrist and left lying on the grass. So essentially what happens is, boom, then eventually the player gave it back, and we're all good. So there was nothing crazy.
So now FIFA have stepped in and they've said they're going to fine the player because this is not a good look. So they are actually going to step in and fine this player a good sum of money. So lesson for you kids out there. Don't steal the watch off the referee's wrist. You will get caught.
Guarantee you, there's nothing in the FIFA rule book about stealing the bloody, the referee's watch. Like,
I don't know.
Technically it's dibs once it falls off his wrist onto the field, right?
Finders keepers. Yeah.
Just like Doku's child that's going to be born here. Finders keepers.
Bring her to America!
Losers.
Bill
Finders
Doku.
keepers. Losers. Finders keepers. Losers. Zebras.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, there you go. I like that.
What if it's a girl?
Yeah.
U.S. Women's National Team.
Let's go.
Do this. We got it. All right. A couple of little things to get to. All right. Is there a team in the World Cup who you have just been unimpressed with?
England.
By the way, I never answered the other one. You never got to me.
That's because we skipped past you, Brooks.
Oh my god.
I'll go first to you. Who are we unimpressed with? Who do you hate? Who you're like, I don't want to see this team win. I think they've played poorly. Who don't you like? Who have you been like, you know what? Get out of the World Cup.
Oh, Brazil. You know them.
Wow.
They're on top of their group, but they can suck it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Brazilian fans, that's Brooks Lambier Jr. at hotmail.com.
Yeah.
Hotmail. At lycos.com.
Wait, I have a hotmail.com.
I have a Hotmail too.
Both of these guys do, yeah.
I think I'm the oldest here. Even I don't have a Hotmail. I have a Yahoo
Luke,
that
Luke,
I've had
it's-
for 20 years. but
Look, it's at AOL.com, okay?
is it all right?
Yeah, you know. Come on.
All right, who have you been unimpressed with? Brazil?
No, I mean, I don't want them to do well. I mean, I really don't care for them. Portugal can suck it too.
Ouch.
They really can. It's because it's not a team anymore with Portugal. It's the Ronaldo show. It's my last World Cup. I want the last hurrah. I don't have time for that. He's extending his career because he's playing in a crap league in Saudi Arabia, and he's making a crap ton of money or whatever. And he's scoring all these goals. Like those goals shouldn't count. In Saudi Pro League, just deduct them for they don't really mean anything because it's not a good league. So, I don't know. That's ridiculous. I don't know. Everything else has been fine, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't want Spain to win, but they're on top of their group because they did dismantle Saudi Arabia. But this is an interesting group now with Spain at 4 points, have to play Uruguay, and then Cape Verde and Saudi Arabia need to play each other. So that's gonna be interesting with that group. But yeah.
The funny thing is when I'm watching games, my kids always walk in. They say, "Who are we rooting for, Dad? Who should we be rooting for in this game?" And I always tell them the underdog. I say, yeah, we're rooting for Cape Verde. We're rooting for Curacao. We're rooting for Haiti, whoever, right? And they say, why? And I say, well, they're the underdog. They're not supposed to win. Why wouldn't we root for the team who you think's going to win? I go, well, we want those big boys to be out. We want them out of there.
Yeah.
It mixes up the game. You know, when you're rooting for these little guys, Curacao, Haiti, Cape Verde, Aston Villa, you know, whoever it is. It's
Scotland.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
For
you're
Scotland.
not going to be invited back.
I want
next
them to
week.
advance.
That up.
I know.
Why'd you laugh at
That
Scotland?
was rude. That was rude.
Kind of the underdogs a little bit.
Definitely. We talked about this last week.
We did.
And that I thought about that on the way home. Like,
Yeah.
it's all about the underdogs, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but
Make a
here's
story. Make a
yeah.
narrative.
I'm still conflicted because you've let a lot of these smaller countries in, and a lot of the bigger boys haven't come in where it would have been a better World Cup, in my opinion. But what I really get annoyed is, like yesterday when Ivory Coast were winning and then they were drawing, it said, well, history's about to be made. Ivory Coast, with this win today or draw at the time, they are going to make it through to the knockout rounds. History will be made. Okay.
Have they not advanced past the group?
They have not.
Okay.
But
Oh.
but can we put an asterisk next to that? Because this is the first World Cup that we've had 48 teams involved, and 32 of them will be advancing. I mean, you can really shit the bed in the first, group stage here, and still advance.
I mean, there's only 8 third place. Wait, no, how many?
Yes, 8 third place teams
Yeah.
will advance.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? 8 out of 12.
Yeah. So there's 12 groups. Yeah.
Guys,
So
32 was the optimal number. Can we agree on that?
Yes, I think that's the
32.
optimal. But
Yeah.
but here's the thing. I'm a little conflicted because have we not watched a majority of the games? Nate, have you not watched the majority of the games and been entertained?
Haven't missed a single one
But you've been entertained.
outside of Belgium.
Right. but here we are saying let's go back to 32, which would mean less games and less football for us. I'm a little conflicted.
I think.
I-
Go ahead. Yeah.
I was gonna say I've always been fine with the expanded tournament style. I just don't. When they expand it, I think they need to put more European teams in there.
100%.
I think what they should do is look at the teams maybe who actually get further and do some type of weighted average like with the Champions League, and have those regions from the last World Cup that have majority or more teams that go forward into the later rounds, have that be the determining factor on which teams or which nations get or which continents get more teams.
I like that. I
Something
like
like
that. Like which federations,
Yeah,
if your
because-
CONCACAF teams get further, then maybe you get 4 instead of 3.
No offense to Haiti.
Sure.
Why are you here? You know what I mean? Like, listen.
Are you talking about some kind of like coefficient?
Yeah.
Coefficient.
Yeah, have a
system,
coefficient.
Right, the coefficient
Yep.
like they have with league.
I think they should have some type of coefficient system, and because I think you should have more South America, African, and European teams, and I don't think you need more CONCACAF and Asian teams in. Sorry.
I like smaller countries to see what they can do. But I do like your idea of like whichever federation, how far you advance determines in the next World Cup.
Would you have rather seen Haiti in the World Cup or Italy?
We talked about this last week, and I
Same
like
thing.
the underdogs.
I'm on board with you, Nate.
I
Italy.
like Luke and I were on the board for Haiti and Curacao
To do what?
because they qualified.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Where?
you understand that they've qualified into a wider pool.
Yeah.
So it's not sunshine.
Italy
and
had
roses.
all the opportunity to get in this World Cup,
Yeah,
and they
Italy
shit the
had to-
bed.
Italy played a
And they
lot
shit the
tougher
bed.
teams in
Yeah.
order to qualify.
So what they could do, and here's the other flip side of that: mix up the teams, that didn't qualify and have them play each other. So Italy play Haiti to have that spot and determine who gets it. I think there's better ways to do it. Is my point.
I am a little conflicted on this too because listen, Curacao, Ivory Coast, Cape Verde, right? They've had some great games and they've taken some big boys into some tough.
Hold on, but
Still
When
rather
you
see
expand,
somebody
when
in
you
Italy.
expand, this
I'd
is
rather
what
see
you
Italy.
get. This is what
No
you
shit,
get. when
this
you
is what you
expand.
get.
hold on.
I see that.
But it gives
but
these
I still
smaller.
would rather have one of the big European teams instead of these teams. But I do
It-
like that the smaller teams have
understand-
done this.
You understand? You just built my case.
Yeah, no,
Because
trust me, I'm on board with you.
the teams that you just listed
Yeah.
that were the underdogs that have done well,
Yeah.
where are they from?
The smaller countries.
Where?
CONCACAF and
I think Cape Verde is Africa.
Yes, and
That's
same with Ivory
AFCON.
Coast. Yes, those are
I'm agreeing
AFCON.
with you.
So that's what I mean.
Curacao though is from CONCACAF.
Yes, and they have done nothing. So,
Well, they drew Ecuador today, so they're still in it. They can still get third
fantastic.
place if
so they play a
possibly.
team that they actually have to play against, and they can't just sit and have a draw.
I mean, how do you grow the game like FIFA says if you don't allow some of these smaller nations to potentially get
Yes,
in?
yes.
And I agree with that. I agree with
That's
that.
the flip side. It's a double-edged sword.
I agree.
Double-edged
FIFA's just doing this expanded thing to grow the game, and they're very charitable in everything they do.
But here we are.
But they need to be on a
104
national
games.
stage to showcase your players who then
No,
get bought in a bigger league.
Totally agree. This is all about growing the game and just
But I
charitable.
I still will sit down and watch them all play and be like, wow, what a great game that was. And man, I hope they win. I get it. I'm conflicted.
I just think less, no offense, less Africa, less Asia. Just they're not the stronger areas.
Nate Janulis, less Asia.
That's naturalist at hotmail.com.
I'm buying that T-shirt. I really.
I'm just saying that they're the weaker federations. I'm sorry, they are. But
Which
like,
t-shirt? At hotmail.com.
compared to Africa, South America, and Europe, those are the two out of the 5. Those are the 2 weaker. You don't need more teams from there. Sorry, we don't.
Which shirt are we making?
What he said.
Anyways,
Say that again.
moving on.
Again.
Can I talk about the team that has been underperforming now? Can we?
Yeah, go for
All
it.
right,
Let's
fantastic.
do the whole.
Outside of
thing.
England,
If you say
Outside of
I would say,
England.
if you say England, we're just gonna mute you.
so the
I
team.
can't.
I would agree with Brooks with Brazil. If
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to talk about Canada.
You can talk about Canada.
You know Canada won 6-0, right?
Against who?
Again, they shouldn't have been let in.
Against who?
Haiti?
Qatar.
And
So
that's,
Qatar?
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's
Qatar's the
nice.
random
That's
one.
nice. Your 11-man team pummeled an 8-man squad. I'm very
It was
proud of you.
9,
Pretty
but
much,
you
yeah.
said your team won 7-1, and you were like, "There's no other team that's done this." Canada kind of did.
I believe there's a huge difference between Ivory Coast and Qatar. I can name players
The only
off
player
Ivory
who's put in
Coast.
front of you.
There's Premier League players that play for the Ivory Coast. None in Qatar. And also, Ivory Coast had a full squad.
You don't watch Qatari Premier League soccer? Wow. Casual.
Okay, anyways.
Casual fan.
So
yeah, I said
so-
canceled.
Every Thursday.
so they also had a
Yeah.
really poor draw against Bosnia.
Yeah.
They're
Canada.
1-1
I
draw.
thought you were. Who are you going? You're going with Brazil, and now you've switched to Canada. Is that who you're going with Unimpressed with?
If I'm leaving out Canada, then Brooks said going on Canada, so I am.
Okay.
And their coach is a pompous fool, if you ask me. I was going to say another dirty word, but I swore off saying dirty words on the show. So I will just end with fool. I don't like him.
Poop.
I don't like him. I think he's a dork.
Jesse Tight Pants Marsh.
And a doo-doo pants, actually, now. He's
Doo-doo
very
pants,
much a
Mark.
doo-doo pants, and I do not like him.
Nate.
Yes.
Health. That's
I'm sorry.
children
I
watching.
know.
All right, Luke. The Luke.
Look, very simple, really. I think Aston Villa have been terrible this. Yeah, same as you, Brazil, because they've had 4 halves now. One, arguably, 2 games, 4 halves. If you break it up in
8 quarters.
Because the hydration break.
16 eighths, I don't know.
This is an American
There's been-
show.
Okay,
Luke.
so there's been
180 minutes.
We are soccer at
it's a game of 2
hotmail.com.
halves.
We should get that.
We are soccer at hotmail.com.
Can we get a MySpace? Anyway, sorry, Luke.
Yes, nice Dave.
Yes.
They've had 4 halves of soccer. One arguably has been impressive, where
Yeah.
they were 3-0 up at halftime against Haiti.
Yeah.
But guys, if you watch it back, even that half alone, it was made up of moments.
Mhm.
The first game, the equalizer came from a Vinny Jr. moment where he just was like, screw it, yo, I'm doing my thing for a minute, and we're going to get us back in this game.
How that defender from Morocco let him cut in like that is incredible,
Exactly.
right? Everybody knows what he wants to do, so I
And
agree
the,
with you.
and the first half in the second game, where yes, they had a big win, on paper. It was a half made up of individual brilliance and moments. The team coherency is just not there, and I'm not gonna call. I'm gonna be the last guy on the bus to call out somebody like Carlo Ancelotti. The guy obviously knows what he's doing by now, way more than any of us will. But I'm getting a bit worried now. He's been in the chair for a while. He should know his 11. He should know the tactics. He should know his best resources in certain scenarios and situations.
Should.
And it's flipping. Can we say the F word? I'm not going to just for the
You're on
sake of
YouTube, buddy. You can do what you want.
Yeah, there's no.
penis. No, he just they're not the Brazil of old. This is nothing like any Brazil team I've ever seen, which has its positives, right? But it also has its negatives because it's not fucking Brazil.
If they
It's
weren't
just not.
called Brazil, they would be in the same likes of like USA and some of these other.
So-
sorry.
So there's an interesting.
Close.
Someone put an interesting comment here. Drex202. Someone has to explain to me how Qatar won the last 2 Asian Cups when nations like Japan, Korea, Australia are in it too. And he is right. Qatar in 2019 with the Asian Cup, they beat Japan 3-1, and then they won in They won in 2023 against Jordan 3-1.
Sure, I can easily explain that.
Go for it.
You want me to?
Please.
So it's very logical. You see, back when they were in the States playing in our local tournament, the
Gold Cup.
Yeah, I met the captain, and I passed on my greatness to him, and that's how it's been ever since. That was before.
Well,
they
this
went-
is going to be the most incredible
Right.
anecdote ever.
I
right?
really thought that was going to
Yeah.
be a serious piece right
Yes,
now.
I was.
No, I'm serious. I did meet him in Austin, Texas.
I really also think
Very nice guy. I don't think he understood a word I said, but that's
most
okay.
likely
Yeah, took my picture.
Qatar took those things very seriously. I don't think the other teams did. Plus, are they played during, like, when domestic leagues are playing?
Yes.
If you think about it, so Japan, from my understanding,
Yeah.
Japan don't
I'm
have.
guessing the Asian Cup is like
it
their.
you who
like
sent
our
this
goal.
today? Who
No,
sent this
it
in
was
the
No,
group
Nate
chat?
did. Nate did.
Oh, Nate did.
Most of
Japan
them
don't
playing
have
the
a
Premier
single
League.
player from the J League.
Yeah.
No,
Right?
it's
They're
crazy.
all in international leagues. So what are those
Yeah.
players out doing when these competitions are happening? They're playing for their club teams. The club teams
Yeah.
are not releasing them.
So the J League
Hey,
guys are going in.
Right. So of course Qatar, who takes it very seriously, and most of the players play in and around those leagues.
Yeah,
they're
Saudi,
there.
at least, yeah,
So
probably Cyprus, all those leagues, yeah.
That's why, in my opinion, that's got to be it.
So,
Yeah.
Need to play
in all
recently.
seriousness, if you look at the U.S. when a Gold Cup is played and it matters and you get a qualification spot, or the Nations League's played and it matters and you get a qualification spot,
We bring our
versus-
top guys.
versus when it's not,
Correct.
there's a huge roster difference.
Correct.
So I'd managed to guess it was probably the same with Qatar. If it wasn't for anything that was going to grant them automatic qualification, they're probably the teams like that they're playing against, in Japan being, are not bringing their top squads there.
Sure.
It's just not.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
And I'm not. Everybody understands that I am the foremost global authority on Qatari soccer. Obviously,
You
right? I mean,
absolutely
you know,
are.
You are.
that's going to be on my
Yes.
headstone.
Headstone should be on your resume.
We call you
now.
Sheik Luke.
It
The-
should be the Sheik
one-
Luke.
I will tell you this: you have something very in common with every Qatari player that actually.
Can't play soccer. Yeah,
No.
rubbish. Yeah,
No.
Go on.
Never actually born in Qatar.
I was not born in Qatar. The rumors
I
are
think
that
that's correct. I think none of them.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
100%
rumors
correct.
are
Yes.
false. And that's what I was going to say. So the 2019 Cup, as far as I'm aware, the 2019 Cup was based around naturalized players from Central and South America.
Yeah, and it was in
Read through
Qatar, by
this.
the way. One of them was in Qatar, was hosted. The Asian Cup.
I was getting to that. Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
That's all right. No, 2023
jumped
they
the gun.
hosted it, which is going to be a huge boost, right?
Yes.
If you're asking teams to fly 2,000 miles away,
Yeah.
the host nations have a friggin' advantage. That's not a newsflash. But the 2019 team was built around players that they went out and handpicked,
Mhm.
recruited, brought to Qatar through the Aspire Academy,
Mhm.
and then naturalized after the shortest possible time frame. That's why there were a lot of Portuguese and Spanish sounding names in the Qatari
Feel
lineup
like it's-
around that time. So
Right.
I'm not going to say they cheated, because it's not cheating. It's gamesmanship. It's taking advantage of a system, of
Yeah.
a set of rules. They did not cheat, but they certainly took advantage of as much.
It's easier to get
Yeah.
a naturalization, a passport, or whatever you want to say, probably in Qatar in the Middle East than it is in Europe. I mean, that's
Absolutely.
probably a fact. Yes.
It helps if you have a checkbook.
Yes.
All right, boys, some games that are coming up this week that you should be paying attention to. All right, you ready? Brooks, I'll read the first day, you read the second day, and then we'll go back and forth, okay?
Sure.
Monday, Norway versus Senegal. This is an 8 p.m. game, Eastern Time, New York, New Jersey Stadium. This game's going to be a good game. We get to see Norway in action again. Obviously, Erling Haaland scored 2 in his first game. Odegaard played well. I am interested to see how this Norwegian team play against a Senegalese team. So keep an eye on that one. This should be a good game. 8 o'clock tomorrow night.
I like the. I think Holland will score a couple goals. To be honest with you,
Think he'll get
the
some?
Vikings on fire.
We'll see.
Yes.
All right, what's the Tuesday match, Brooks?
Yeah. So Tuesday match: England versus Ghana, 4 p.m. at Boston Stadium
Boston.
in Foxborough.
Yeah, we got our buddy Brent Clausio on the ground, boots on the ground there. So he'll be there watching the game. So that should be a good one. Again, we'll see how England put it to I'm interested to see the starting squad and see if they start out slow and then pick it up in the second half, because I do think that's their tactic. 4 p.m. Eastern time.
Banana skin game.
It very well could be. Ghana are no slouches, right? This could be one of those games.
Does that mean it's slippery when you say banana skin?
Yeah, you've heard that terminology before, right? You've heard that.
I've heard it once or twice, but I'm
Okay.
just confirming.
Yeah, that's all I.
Okay.
That's all I meant. It's just slippery. That's what they say, potential banana skin. Like you're
Okay.
looking at the line. I'm gonna spend the next 10 minutes of the show over explaining what that means.
Luke,
Just so
Okay.
you know.
you will get used to Brooks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretend he's like a 10-year-old child.
Okay.
Barney style.
So we've got 2 10-year-old children in the
Yes.
room. Okay, thanks.
Yes.
Just
yes,
making sure. I'm just trying to keep track.
Yes.
I mean,
exactly.
I always ask Danny when his English, sayings or whatever, like, what's that mean? And I'm just always curious. So,
All
Yeah,
right.
dog and bone and all that. Yeah.
yes.
Well, he's
Anyways.
Mancunian, he's not a scouse. He's not a what do you call it? Cockney character from the
No.
70s. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, your Wednesday match, Nate'll like this one. Canada versus Switzerland, 3 p.m. from
I'll take
BCA's
it.
Place, Vancouver.
Thumped.
You're going to have probably like the Switzerland jersey on and Switzerland flags and everything, rooting for them.
It's basically painted with Switzerland flag.
Yeah,
That day I feel Swiss.
yeah, I figured. I figured.
Well, you're eating Swiss chocolate as well.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Okay. So be careful of that, Canada, because you got Nate rooting against you. That's the Wednesday match. Brooks, what's the Thursday match we should be watching?
Yeah, Thursday one, interesting in the group here. Ecuador versus Germany, 4 p.m. That's at Newark, New Jersey Stadium.
Why is that interesting? That's the most meaning nothing match that there is.
It's very close in that group. I mean,
Ecuador should want to come out and try to play in that game. Germany are going to want to not pick up injuries. They're just going to want to get through it without, getting a point.
I mean, Curaçao's got to play Ivory. I mean, Ivory Coast should win, but who knows? It's 6 points for Germany, 3 for Ivory Coast, and Ecuador and Curaçao are on 1.
Now the Curaçao Ivory Coast is a very interesting match.
Yeah,
Well-
I think the whole group is for sure.
Well, also Ecuador were probably picked to get out, so you know what I mean. Like if they don't win, they may not finish second. I think most people picked them finishing second.
I think most people pick them to finish second, like you said, Brooks, and I think they're going to come out and want to take it to Germany. Germany are going to have to be defensive. Let's put it that way. Just don't pick up injuries.
Yeah, we're good.
Moving forward. All right, Brooks has a question here for everybody.
Oh wait, should I read the stuff for the article though I had for the boots?
Nah, I just asked. No, we don't have to read that whole.
I don't have to read the whole thing. I'll just sum it up. Okay. Do you guys
I
know
said
why
no,
they're
but he's
wearing?
Still gonna do it. That's
Yes,
fine.
of course. Do you know why everyone's wearing pink boots?
I actually had no idea, and it was
Really?
bugging me for a while.
Is it bugging
do
you?
now because I read the preamble for the show.
Yes. Did you find it interesting?
I absolutely did.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Yeah, but
Thank
before
you.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Anyways.
Did you know? Did you know why everybody and their mom is wearing pink boots these days?
I don't care.
Yeah, he doesn't care. Okay.
Fair enough. I'll just quickly go. So
Read.
obviously people, companies use other companies of, hey, what's going to be popular in the next couple of years. So, they said the company WGSN was like, oh, electric fuchsia, that's the one that's going to be in 2024. We're saying that. And then obviously Adidas, Nike, and everyone else say, oh, let's all make the same colored stuff. So that's why. But then also they say, but a simple reason the companies have hit upon pink is because how it contrasts with the green of the pitch.
Essentially, every company said, "What can we do to stand out?" And
Yes.
let's pick a color. And
Now everyone can't tell if they're Nike or Adidas or whatever because they're all
accidentally,
fuchsia pink.
They all picked pink.
Did they all have a meeting and pick
No,
pink
they-
together, or they just independent?
No, I think
Independent
they
pink.
work with this
Accidentally.
business, WGSN, and apparently they use a lot for the information and what they're going to produce in the next coming years.
Ironically, I've been wearing pink boots for the last 2 years. I think they've.
So
just
Craig's been
adopted
ahead of the
me.
game. Yeah.
A lot of players have. Are they just the trendsetters?
Yeah.
By the way, I'm sorry to inform everybody that Nate is now dead.
Oh, yeah. But the one question
I
is
was
what?
gonna say he fell asleep.
Yeah.
but-
Well, I'm
Either
sorry, I
way.
took a nap because I don't care.
But the one question I have for everyone is what color boots do the Waz guys like?
I wear pink boots.
I-
And I only wear pink boots because no one in my league wears pink boots. But now, if everybody's going to be wearing pink boots, guess what I'm going to be going back to? Black boots.
What's the ones that fit?
Yeah. The cheapest ones at Soccer World on the clearance rack. Shout out Soccer World.
Boom.
So you wear any color, huh?
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't.
Do you have a
Do you want to
brand?
stand out
I
and make
don't-
sure we know
No.
that that's Nate in the field? We know because he's wearing those boots?
No, because as an outside back, you don't want to stand out because you don't want people to see what you're doing to the forwards and outside players.
Do you guys have a certain brand that you prefer to wear? So in the last, I would say 5 or 6 years, I figured out that my foot now form fits better to a certain brand of boot. I wear Nike because I feel that they fit better. Shoe, boot, whatever, anything.
Nike / Adidas.
Yeah.
Depends on which one because Nike does run thin and I have a very
Yeah.
thick foot. So it actually depends on which Nike
Yeah.
boot it is because some of the The vapors are just too thin for
Yep.
my foot. So it boils down to that year when they're releasing them, which Adidas or Nike on either the Tiempos, which are the wider side, or the Nike, or sorry, the Adidas.
Have you tried Puma? Technically, those are normally wider.
I
wider
did
foot.
actually.
Those are nice.
That's the only thing they had in Germany, and I didn't find. Actually,
Didn't like them.
I wore Pumas for years because that's the only ones I could get in Germany. Actually,
Onto the Luke. Luke, do you have a boot or a specific shoe that you prefer to wear?
So my soccer career can roughly be, such as it is, can roughly be split into two halves: pre and post bacon. So when I was young and healthy and slim, I preferred the boots of. I was an Adidas Predator guy. They were the only boots to be seen in when I was a kid. You know, in the late '90s.
Yeah.
Preds, man, all day. And then there was some cool. If you wanted to be a little bit different, you would go with one of the Italian brands. And I was a Lotto guy. I really enjoyed stuff. These days, I'm not. Here's the funny thing: I'm not a dad, but I have the dad jeans. I have the dad shoes. I have, I have the dad jokes. I have dad soccer boots. They broke 2 years ago. The sole came off, so it was all flippy floppy like that. That was
super glue on.
I didn't have any glue on me, and I had a Black & Decker drill in the back of my car at the time. I put a little screw through the bottom, and because I only play soccer like 4 or 5 times a year, they have held this entire time, and I'm actually really comfortable and happy with them. I will at some point go to Soccer World and get some new ones, but
shout out Soccer World. Luke's coming.
The boots I currently wear have a galvanized screw in the base.
Listen,
I'm not proud of it, but
the Soccer World guys will take care of you when you get there. So soccerworld.net. Brooks, what's your favorite brand?
So for boots or cleats, I tend to prefer Nike. The Tiempos, like Nate wears, I'm not looking for $200 boots, but like a good leather boot, are somewhat of a, it's not leather anymore, but like any different, decent feeling one. The Tiempos. I don't know. I prefer like if it's flats or like turfs or whatever. Like Adidas makes some good ones, to be honest with you. I usually tend to like those, but yeah, I've worn Adidas before. They've been okay, but I've tended to find that the Nikes are not bad.
All right, sounds good. All right, before we end the show, Brooks was adamant that we talk about this. I think because he has an affinity for goalies. I don't know, but he thinks this is big. Eli Room makes 15 saves against Ecuador to earn the first ever point in the World Cup. Room's save total was one shy of Tim Howard's 16 saves against Belgium in 2014 World Cup. Listen, he missed history, but he was close. But it was a hell of a performance, I will say that. Eli Room really did put on a show. I noticed you have a scarf there, Luke.
Yes, it's a Crew scarf because Eli Room played for Crew.
Yeah, we used to have this every time he made a save, it would be the whole Nordecker would be Room.
Oh yeah.
Remember that? You remember that?
Oh yeah.
I know,
he was a pickup was it Caleb Porter, wasn't it?
He was, yeah. He was.
It was a pick, and you know why he's picked up? Because of Gold Cup. He did well against in the Gold Cup.
Literally. Thank you. Nobody else remembers that.
I rember that, dude.
I mean,
the only reason.
Who could not remember the goalkeeper from the second biggest club in Ohio?
Oh, jeez.
The second biggest club in Ohio.
Yeah, second biggest. Anyways, moving on.
Toledo Villa?
No.
Crew, Toledo Villa.
But by the way,
Erie Leviathan.
Biggest. Second.
That team from Cincinnati.
Crew is the second biggest club.
Okay.
But by the way, Eli Room now plays for Miami FC in USL Championship, so USL might get a boost from that. I'm sure they're going to be.
You remember when
I'm using that one left and right?
You remember when I thought like the boot conversation was the boringest thing ever? I think I was wrong.
But you fell asleep during the prior conversation.
Yeah. You did.
That boot one.
Yeah, I woke up refreshed, unfortunately, for this conversation.
Yeah.
I just figured out why we wanted to talk about Eli Room, because he's a USL Championship player, and Brooks has a thing.
That's really cool.
Listen, I think that's impressive.
Really cool.
What's impressive? What you have to do against Ecuador to keep that at a 0-0 game and get a
Don't.
It's impressive.
I wanted to do it too.
Is
Don't.
impressive. I'm
Don't.
sorry. Like, that is impressive to do to get the point, at least. I think Luke and I were texting about this, and we thought it was pretty impressive as well.
Seriously, though, I did kind of sort of wonder what happened to him because I tell
Yeah,
you what,
because he fell off the block a little bit.
we were aware that he wasn't the best goalkeeper in the world, but we really, really liked him.
He was.
Play-wise and personality-wise.
Yeah,
And
he-
he did sort of drop off.
He got pushed up by Schulte.
Yeah.
Hey, Craig, what else do we have on things next up for things that people don't care about?
All right, well, last up on our list is local matches here in Michigan. Brooks, why don't you run us down what teams we've got playing and games that are coming up for the local folks here in Metro Detroit?
Yes. So USL2, Flint City Bucks at AFC Ann Arbor on the 24th of June. Then Flint City Bucks will host Luke's OCFC on the 27th. That'll be a pivotal one because they're both 1 and 2 in the standings. So that'll be a pivotal match.
Didn't you guys already play each other? Or
Yes.
am I
You
wrong?
played twice.
Am I wrong?
Play home and away.
I legitimately didn't know. I didn't
Yeah.
ask you a question. You guys are recently or?
Is he winding me up?
No,
he
I am
doesn't
not.
know.
I-
Yes, they played recently.
Last week.
Oh, look, a butterfly.
Moving on to the MWPL.
Was it
Moving on.
Is it promising that they're gonna have a good showing in the next match when they play? Or
Yes.
okay, good.
Yes.
Not trying to wind anyone up. I'm asking a legitimate
so-
question from the guy who knows OCFC.
Yeah.
Okay, so because it is locally relevant, very, very quick, real context. OCFC and Flint City Bucks, both nationally ranked, which is a kind of a big deal in USL too, because there's about 4 billion teams. And yeah, Flint came to OCFC and punched us in the mouth 2-1. And
That's not a punch.
now we have. It was a very tough game, and then we go back to their place on Saturday and see what can happen. By the way, Flint City Bucks yesterday. I don't know if you followed along with this. They played an off-site, like neutral
against Detroit Metro for a
Against
charity
Metro.
match in Grand Blanc.
Yeah. I really would have loved to have made it up there for that.
Yes.
And I guess Metro, we're all kind of enthusiasts of Metro, and they held their own, and they only lost 1-0.
Yeah.
To a USL2 club. I think that's
impressive.
I'm gonna guess that.
Very
I'm
impressive.
gonna guess that Flint probably played some of the whole squad.
Still though,
But
a
that's not
disparity,
bad.
man. There's still
Sure.
a disparity. I'm really proud of those guys.
Sure. NMWPL Cedars FC versus Toledo Villa on the 24th. That's at
Villa.
7:30.
Big
That's
game.
Toledo Villa. Yep. And then FC Pontiac will host OCFC2 on the 26th. That's an 8 p.m. match. Just to let you know, OCFC has a second team in MWPL. Some cool news. APSL, one of the new conferences in Michigan, the Mitten Conference. Allianz FC. I was at that game where they World Class FC. They're going to play in the playoff semifinal against Foro FC. That's on the 27th of June at 8 p.m. That's going to be played at Segra Field in Loudoun, Virginia, which is the home of Loudoun United. So that's where they're hosting the playoffs in the final. Turn to USLW. AFC Ann Arbor are going to host Kalamazoo FC on the 28th at 3 p.m. DCFC hosts Midwest United on the 24th and at 7 p.m. And then DCFC that same week, 3 days later, host Union FC Macomb on the 27th at 7 p.m. UWS, that's where Flint City AFC played. They're at Midland Fusion on the 23rd. That's a 7 p.m. kickoff. And then we have Michigan Jaguars. They're going to be playing on, Flint host Michigan Jaguars. And then that's a 7 p.m. match. It's going to be on the 26th. And then the 28th, the Jags have a quick turnaround. They're going to play AC Grand Rapids on the 28th at 7 p.m. So,
Massive congrats to Alianza. Great little club. Great little
yes,
club.
very well. We know a lot of those guys, Tim Ritchie and Mike and yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. There's so many leagues. There's so many
Carlos.
teams. Sometimes you have to, right? You guys know this.
Yeah.
Things slip through the cracks a little bit. So I haven't really followed along with the APSL's journey in this first year.
Brand new team.
Interesting one. New league
Yeah.
and
But I tell you what, that's great. All the
Yep.
way out in Loudoun, Virginia. That's really cool. Good luck to those guys.
yes. It's a good little team. A mixture of a lot of guys that play in different leagues. Some play UPSL and APSL. Some have played big time college soccer and whatnot. And it's a mixture.
Let's go to Virginia. What are you doing Friday? Let's go. Right, guys? We're going to Virginia. We're going to
Virginia,
Loudoun.
let's go. Sounds good.
Yep.
All right, that's going to wrap us up. Big shout out to our friends at Soccer World at Next Level Training. The best trainers are here in Michigan. Sign up for their camps, Next Level Training. Big shout out to Michigan Jaguars, MichiganJaguarsFC.com for more information on that awesome club. Also, be sure to sign up for the North American Soccer Expo happening July 30th and August 1st. I think that's the dates. Sign up for that. Awesome conference and expo. It is great. Big shout out to the Flint City Bucks as well. Season tickets on sale now. As you heard Brooks say, they got games coming up. Get out to some of those games. All right, boys, that's going to wrap us up for tonight. Appreciate everybody being here. It's coming home.